Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's meditation, activation, spiritual practice of tapping into the crystalline grid to recover soul memories that we are ready to receive at this time. And this meditation was inspired by Esther. She is a beautiful part of our community here on YouTube. This was inspired by a dream she had, and it was a message that I wanted to share with everyone here on this platform. So the crystalline grid is also just a network of crystals that is all through the Earth's crust. And there's a few different layers of soul remembrance that I want to bring forward in this activation. And so the first layer of remembrance I want to bring through is that a lot of us who are gathered here in this channel, in this space, I know that we are very similar, that we have a lot of soul level or energetic connections, a lot of similarities. And so you may or may not relate to the concept of being involved personally in the construction and the conception of Earth. You may or may not remember receiving the call to come to Earth at any point in time. I remember being in Sirius when my soul received the call to be involved in the conception of Earth and this new plan that was unfolding that was going to be Earth. And so a lot of different star races, star civilizations were involved in the literal conception and construction of the planet. And that goes from the electromagnetic sphere to the ocean, so on and so forth, and including the crystalline grid. Crystals are known to hold energy, hold frequency, store information and wisdom, and so there is this first layer of initially creating the crystalline grid of Earth, the initial energetic imprints that were placed in them in that original conception, in that original hope and dream for the conception of Earth and humanity. And then there's also another layer that a lot of us over various lifetimes have imprinted and planted energies, wisdom, information into the crystalline grid here on Earth. And if you are in the same spheres of the internet that I am, and you likely are if you are here, you've started to see a lot of talk about the Great Fall. So a lot more information is coming forward about the fall of Atlantis, the loss of Lemuria, and a lot of the higher vibrational civilizations that were on Earth before the Great Deluge, before the Great Fall, whatever you want to call it, whatever stories you want to attach to it. There were higher vibrational civilizations here on Earth many ages ago. And a lot of us who are gathered here today were incarnate in those civilizations, in those golden eras. And before the Great Fall, before the Great Loss, a lot of us planted our own wisdom, our own energy and memories into the crystalline grid on Earth so that one day we could reincarnate, tune back in, plug back into that crystalline system, and recover those energies and those memories. And so that is why on a general basis, just buying a crystal or connecting to a crystal can enhance your life with or without a specific connection to it, with or without your own personal energetic imprints in it. So for example, you could purchase and interact with a crystal that is imbued with Lemurian divine feminine frequencies and energies. You could be connecting with the energies of a land, of a historical people, of a culture, especially if it's a culture that you resonate with, that you connect with, that you have an ancestral lineage with. You could be tapping into Atlantean wisdom, higher vibrational energy, higher dimensional wisdom, high priestess lineages, whatever it might be. Any degree of information that we had was planted into the crystalline grid so that we could recover it, regain it, and remember it. And so there is this general aspect of connecting with certain crystals and recovering general energies, general collective higher vibrational frequencies and energies. And then there is also an individual layer to it. A lot of us have incarnated here at various times. For example, a lot of us who were incarnate here right before the Great Fall, a lot of us put a lot of energy, a lot of information into the crystalline grid so that we could recover it when the Earth rose to a high enough vibration for it to become accessible again, for us to become accessible to it again through frequency and vibration. And you might have and probably have had lifetimes since the Great Fall where you accessed a certain level of spiritual wisdom, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual ascension, coded that into the crystalline grid, into the collective, into the earth, into a specific geography, so that you could recover it in this lifetime. And that is why where you have incarnated, the race that you have incarnated as, the lineage that you have incarnated into, is no coincidence. There is infinite energy and wisdom into the lineage that you have incarnated into. Information and wisdom that comes from the DNA, from the blood, from the genetics, from the geography, from the location. Even from the places that you feel called to travel to, even if it's a day or two here or a day or two there, you are recovering and receiving information and energy on a subtle level, and often on a subconscious level. And so what we are doing today is we are tapping into that information, that energy, that wisdom, those memories on a conscious level, with a conscious presence and intention. And so it's going to be quite simple. You can either anchor into the crystalline grid of where you are physically located, because like I said, there is no coincidence in where you are physically located at this time. And so you can use this practice to tune into the crystalline grid of where you are physically present. If you are doing this on repeat, or maybe you have a location that you feel very called to, maybe you can't financially afford to travel there at this time, but you can energetically travel to this space, connect to this land, and tune into the crystalline grid. Because if you are called to a space, if you're called to a location, if you're called to a time in history, you have energy and information that is stored there. And when the desire to travel there, to go there, awakens within you, it is because your soul is telling you that you are ready to receive that information, to receive that energy and wisdom, to remember more of who you are. And so you can use this practice to travel to a different location, can be on this planet or off it. You can use this practice any way you want. You can repeat it and go to different locations. You can go to different locations all within this same practice, okay? So you can use this however you want. So if this resonates with you, I welcome you to get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. And as we settle in, I welcome you to set an intention of where you want to connect to in this practice today. Is it where you currently are? Is it a space that you feel called to, that you want to travel to? Maybe you can leave it open-ended. Remain open-minded and see where this practice takes you. There's no wrong way to do it. Breathing into your heart, breathing into your third eye. I'm going to guide you into the crystalline connection, but it is largely self-guided, highest self-guided, source-guided, crystalline guided from there. So breathing into yourself here, allowing yourself to expand, to open up to your own intuitive nature, creating space for energy and wisdom to flow in and return to you. Breathing into your self-trust, to your self-guidance, your inner intuitive guidance system that leads you without fail through any meditation, through your entire life. Breathing into yourself, breathing into your soul, breathing into your aura, your energy. And on your exhales, settling in, relaxing into yourself, relaxing and releasing into that expansion. With your inhale, breathing into any spaces of your body or your energy that might feel tense or uncomfortable or resistant, and breathe space into those places. And breathe out the discomfort, the resistance, the doubt, the uncertainty. Using your breath to create space. Deep inhales, slow exhales. Feeling the expansion in your lungs, in your chest, a mirror of energetic space and expansion opening up within you. Your exhale, a mirror of your surrendering into expansiveness, into peace. Calling in a sphere of golden white divine light to surround you, to protect you, your energy field, your energy, your space. Calling in a larger second sphere of light to protect your home, your family, whatever space you're in. Ensuring that all of the energy that you've received during this activation is for your highest and best good, in alignment with your intentions, in alignment with what you are ready for at this time. Instantly clearing and transmuting all distortion, all negativity that might be attached to that information or that energy from previous traumas, previous lifetimes, because we want to recover the spiritual wisdom, the spiritual essence, the spiritual core of these energies, of these memories. We don't necessarily want to tag on the stories of those lifetimes that don't serve our highest good. We don't want to create more stories of lack or suffering or yearning or whatever it might be. We don't want to deepen those life-to-life cycles. So we, with peace and with love, set the intention that all energies we recover are without the baggage and just return their pure essence, their pure core and truth to us. And tuning into the light of your own heart, of your soul, I welcome you to finalize where you are tuning into. If you are tuning into the physical location where you presently are, if you have a location in mind, then I welcome you to energetically imagine that you are traveling there. If you are leaving it open-ended, then I invite you to bring in the visual of travel and allow the destination to reveal itself to you. And the space you connect to can be as small or as broad as you desire. Trusting your guidance, your intuition, where you feel called to connect to. And in 3, 2, 1, finding yourself there. On the earth or hovering above it. Visualizing a bright, glowing light in your root chakra. A diamond of light, pulsing and electrified with energy. And from this diamond of light in your root chakra, energetic roots of light begin to descend from the diamond of light from your root down into the earth, as localized or as broad as you want to. And as your roots of light ground into the earth, all of the crystals in the crystalline grid that are ready to receive you, to integrate within you, begin to glow with light as well, as lighthouses and anchors of that frequency that you are sharing and emitting through your conscious intention and presence to reclaim more of your soul, more of your memory, more of your energy and wisdom and who you are, why you're here. Feel your roots growing into those crystals, connecting. Feel the hum and the vibration of the crystalline light, the crystalline energy, as it hums to life, as it awakens. And as it begins to flow up your roots into the diamond of your root chakra, expanding into a lotus flower for you to sit upon. And this lotus flower expands in a cocoon of light, surrounding you in this crystalline energy, this crystalline light and presence. Your entire energy field and aura hums with this light, hums with this frequency, hums with this sacred tone, sacred remembrance. Feeling these frequencies come alive in every cell and atom of your body, pulsing in your heart and in your blood, awakening neural pathways in your mind, communicating from cell to cell in your skin and your bones and your whole body. Awakening bright crystalline light in all of your DNA, unveiling and unwinding new strands of DNA beyond just the two of physicality. Higher dimensional, higher vibrational DNA unfurling, unwinding. Awakening divine presence within you, enlightening highest self presence within you. Reactivating cellular memory, feeling the hum of the crystals, I invite you to sit in this energy as long as you want, to allow your body, your energy field to be recalibrated to the frequencies that you are receiving, the highest light, the highest good, the highest self, the highest timeline, the highest love, highest frequency. And when you are ready, I invite you to communicate with this light, with this living crystalline wisdom. Ask any questions that you intuitively are called to receive answers to. Any questions you might have on your heart or your mind lately. Or simply open yourself up to receive information and guidance that is ready for you at this time. And if you don't have any questions, just open yourself up to receive these energies and they will integrate and reflect in your life. I will give you ample time here. We're going to do 15 minutes. You can close out this practice with me at the end or whenever you're ready. Alrighty, I'm cueing you back in. You can pause or rewind if you need more time here. Bringing your awareness back to your body. If you traveled through time or through space, I invite you to make the journey back to your body in the here and the now. Bringing this frequency into your heart, into your body, into your presence, deeply embodied. And I'm seeing your heart's light as the atom with this brightly glowing center and these rings that surround it with all of this awakened information and energy now back in your orbit, now back in your energy field, some of which has already been integrated and some of which that will integrate over the next few hours, days, weeks, months, years, when and as you are ready for it. You have recollected it, it is now back in your orbital field, and you can absorb it and integrate it at your own disclosure, at your own pace. Bringing your hands to prayer if that resonates for you, or to your heart. Giving thanks to yourself, to the crystalline grid, to your highest self, your soul, to source, to all. Seeing the beautiful light of your gratitude emanating from you in waves and fields of light and in love. Reflected back to you through your life, through your reality, eternally. So mote it be, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. I am wishing you so much love, health, happiness. Thank you for being here. Thank you for shining your light, reclaiming your power, reclaiming your soul, reclaiming your wisdom. I extend my gratitude to you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and namaste.